winner gets through to the grand final, securing themselves some very important DPC points. And
usually as a Phoenix, you have to like face this question early on in the game. Do I need to get rid of some silences, right? If I do I buy Lotus? Do I buy BKB? Top lane, Zinkyo.
Getting very low here. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Io is going to be the first blood here, as PQ will bring him down, taking a step too far.
Yeah, you need to give an excuse, you know.
Absolutely. Middle lane, Ori's getting it started here as that Exorcism gets dropped on down the Storm. He isn't 6, he could be in some real trouble here as in comes PQ as well. Everyone piling into the middle lane. Ori's taking some heavy hits though, needs to be careful.
Too much damage.
Doesn't have the Spirit Siphon either, but will be surviving for now, but PQ will not. LGD come in, defend their middle tower, and now he hits 6, nothing to say, jumping on forwards onto Ori here, a huge jump from nothing to say. Has he taken a step too far? Oh! They're both going down. Oh my god.
He died first though, right? Nothing to say dies first. Yep. Yeah. Ori dies second. But okay, there are some positives on both sides. One positive for PSG LGD is you defended your tower, Exorcism has been used.
Lane, Faith Beyond, getting dropped by Monet and PQ here.
Yep. Easy kill. There's just so much control from these two. You get that shackle, you get Monet's stun. Shackles, sorry.
Bottom lane. That's a rotation
what
down
happened
from Ori here.
What happened? Like what's happening on this map? This the whole hell broke loose.
And is using that to just constantly top up nothing to say his mana. That's going to accelerate his farm a little bit. So whilst he is a little bit far behind now, it will hopefully be catch-up time there. Moving into the enemy jungle, but PQ just comes running in here. He might just be food, though. Let's see. The TPs are coming across. He goes in with the shackle onto the Storm Spirit, but Innocence is here as well. They're going to be able to clean up the Shaman, but what can Ori do here? He immediately looks towards Innocence. Innocence go for the TP away. Not going to happen. Innocence to fall. Arena comes down, though. They're turning it around onto Ori, but they don't have the damage, and now the Siphons come up. Ori gets healed right the way back up again. Nothing to say. On the run. Doesn't get hit by the tower. Doesn't tick away. He'll survive, but Shinkyu is gone. Faith Beyond dead as well. ASTER say, get the hell out of our jungle.
And look at them again. Yeah. They smoke up, they go top. They're hunting the CK, the global is here now. Nothing to say, should scout him very soon.
Yeah.
Do they have the damage?
He's kind of juking around him here, but the global silence is going to come out from Innocence to try and secure this kill into the CK. Relocate comes in as well, Monet to fall. And once more, ASTER just relocating everyone over to this fight and trying to get the kill here. And actually, Jinkyu comes back. He's going to try and save
He won't kill anyone.
He's going to get him out. Strike Team is a complete success here for LGD. A beautiful maneuver.
Much of a benefit this early on that Aegis will give them.
Oh,
and how much they'll be able to do with it?
They can't get the Aegis because it's blocked by snakes.
So Storm should zip in.
Storm.
Okay.
What is happening?
They don't realize it. Like no one is moving towards.
I think they're okay. The snakes are about to run out, but there's certain confusion.
Faith Beyond is here.
They are going to be able to pick up the. Okay, all right. Faith Beyond chancing things a little bit too hard here. That was awkward, and actually turned out into a fantastic bait by ASTER. So good job, PQ.
Traded his life for one Arcane's Curse. Nice. Nice contribution.
How many heroes did he get it on, though?
2. It's a lot.
That's value, then. So just running at them right now. This seems like a crazy move. Let's see what they can do. But the Supernova's already down. Arena's going to come out as well. Who do they focus? They're a little bit split right now. And LGD, they just say, JK, we're not actually going on you, but they might not have a choice. Global Silence comes out, a Storm jumps to the backlines here, finds a cleanup onto XXS. So LGD do get one, but now ASTER, they want one in response. Can they at least bring down Jinkyu here? The little ball of light is going to be a little ball of dead here as they will finish the job. They want to use this early momentum they've got, this advantage.
But surely you know about this, right? If you're PSG LGD, your TPs are about to... Oh, they're actually setting up.
I mean, they have got Innocence here with the Global Silence ready, and they don't stun him. They stun the Ursa instead, so Ursa's going to get out the other side, and he's actually trying to go aggressive onto XSS here, but they'll drag him back in, and I think Ame might be in some trouble. He's just trying to run himself around the backlines to fight. Meanwhile, in the backlines, they get the kill at last onto XXS. Ursa's still running through the tree lines, and the Ghosts are going to finish him off. He's dead. Meanwhile, Innocence fighting up with Baboka on the sidelines here, but I think he's going to get burnt down by all of those right clicks. All the fire coming out, and Ori comes in and sweeps up the kill. So they get themselves a couple of targets here on ASTER, the big one being that Ursa. Ame is dead.
They just surprised them a little bit with the fact that Dragonite and Shadow Shaman were already there. behind them.
Yeah, honestly, those TPs were like the genius part of that movement. Like, they were all in the same place. There was no reason to TP there, other than to just draw LGD's attention to the front line so that they could get in through the back, get the stun on the Ursa, and then follow up and kill him. It was, yeah, a nice little bit of gameplay.
Nothing to say.
ASTER. Oh dear. Oh dearie me, that's a bad one. Yep, seems like that should be the play here. They are leading still in net worth and definitely have, you know, all of these early game items coming out for them. And there we go. The smokes are out. CK not involved in this one just yet, but it won't take him long to join them. And they're going to see in the middle lane, Faith Beyond comes to take this creep wave, but the global silence is out. Nothing to say. Jumping in on the Shaman, finding the key targets here. They trade Faith Beyond for PQ, but Xinqiu's looking to fall here as well, as the IO cannot escape the wrath of Ori. With that BKB now turning godlike on the Death Prophet, sees Innocence here, doesn't have the Yules off cooldown, so Innocence narrowly actually going to escape that one. Yeah, there's definitely no team where I'm going to say, like, you know, this late game, this team has it, and they're moving on to the Ursa again here. Arme needs to be so careful, but it might be too late for him. Jump in, Dragon Tail is down, Silence to follow up as well. He's got no BKB, he's got no life.
They didn't even try. They didn't even try to save him. Innocence is a bonus kill.
Yep.
Rush respawns in a minute, so they're lucky with that. They should not be losing that Aegis once again, at least. Monet is scouting it out, but yeah, won't get it. Oh, look at this! Fate Beyond, that was cheeky. Oh, reality rift.
Oh, Nothing to Say comes in and snipes on the backlines. That is so cute, but they might be trading the mask for this one. Io coming across, Xinqiu with the save! Man, I mean...
Monet saved him, right?
Huh?
Monet saved him with that reality rift, right?
Getting him down? Yeah, maybe. Giving him room to maneuver. Io, is he surviving this one? Yeah, looks like it. No, Monet, he doesn't care about a tier 2 tower. Are you kidding me? Although they do have the spear back from Faith Beyond. They're trying to save each other. Unfortunately, Save Your Buddy syndrome coming in hot here for LGD as everyone's getting involved in this fight. They don't care about the tower, but the global silence is down here. But the Ursa, he's sent up into the air, so he can't really follow up. Nothing to say, looking for Phoenix on the backlines. This could be a kill, but no. The Supernova comes out in time, so they'll try and kill it off regardless, but they've got so much lockdown on the side of ASTER, they just can't get in and finish off this egg. So it's going to be the Silencer dying yet again. And ASTER yet again successful in this fight.
Yeah, ASTER definitely playing on the edge there, being extremely aggressive. And this is the first smoke from PSG LGD that we're seeing.
He's trying to sneak the Roche. That's not going to happen, but in we go. But the Storm immediately gets hexed up. The Shaman's on him, but he comes in with the save, but it's not enough. The Storm is dead. Oh, Arme, once again, thrown up into the air, but he's going to feel very lonely this fight as Faith Beyond getting run down as well. Ori just on top of him here, taking him out. Again, the Ursa, still no BKB, so him surviving this feels very unlikely. Xinqiu trying his darndest to keep up, and actually Monet with 12 stacks of Fury swipes nearly goes down. But it's not quite enough, and now ASTER, they just need to get out their brooms and clean up the rest of this LGD mess that is stained across the map right now.
Innocence, one last hit, he's gone. The Yules there as well. I think it's a thing, why not?
It makes sense.
It elevates you.
ASTER mounting the high ground aggression here, and this is a big commitment. That Exorcism's been dropped, Dragon Form's been dropped. They've got a Phantasm if they want it as well. Is very aggressive from ASTER here, and the global silence comes out. They just want to bring down that support Shaman straight off the bat, and that is exactly what they'll do. BKB pop from Nothing to Say, but the Exorcism's still going to work, as well as those snakes, so there's too much physical damage for him to stay around in the fight. LGD kind of only semi-committing to that one, and they will not keep the barracks alive. ASTER, what are you doing? Oh no, Arme just gets absolutely torn apart. Didn't pop the BKB, and he pays the price.
Smoke up, catch them off guard, make a pick off or two perhaps, as this really isn't working out. How do you feel about Monet's Mage Slayer, by the way?
I'm literally just looking up to see if that's a popular item board on the hero as they move on to Ori here. Ori's getting blown up. Can they take him down in time? Yes, they can. Huge pick off, but Nothing to Say has died as well. And this egg on the backlines is just doing way too much work here. Arme try to fight up, but he is fighting alone here. Nobody is going to help him out. 3 dead on LGD.
Yeah, GG,
and they just call it. They are done. ASTER once again showing us how you take down the Goliath of the China region as they take game number 1 here against PSG LGD.
Like, this last fight, it was to be expected that they GG after it if they don't really win it. Even though, look at them, they had to buy back. They weren't out. There is nothing more to be done in that game. When you look at the draft from PSG LGD, if they're not winning the early game, I don't think they can take the match at all. So
Yeah.
they need to be doing well on the side lanes.
Yeah, I guess what we need to really focus on is the invasions, right? Like, will they be able to come in and contest all these stacks which are currently taking place for the Medusa? That's going to be the interesting thing. And Innocent's actually dropping down the tombstone here, trying to keep himself alive. Sorab coming out as well, but doesn't make a difference. He's going to get burnt down regardless, and Ori's actually the one to get the kill there.
It will be an asset to your team. It's not like in some games, even skilling it feels like, okay, and there's a PL against me, he kills it with his illusions in a second. Ori?
Well, in we go with the arena in the middle lane, and yeah, he's going to get dropped on down there. That is a big pick off over towards the mid here. But whilst all this is taking place, Monet has been in that triangle getting her farm on, and Juice is getting fairly fat because of XSS. He's not going to use the split here, he's just going to let himself die. Wow.
Do you think that it would have been good for him to just use the split and save himself?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Staying alive is the key to this, and both Ori
Bane.
and Army are doing that very well, but Bane might actually get caught out here as Relocate comes through onto him. He's on the run, PQ trying to escape, but there is no escaping the rebuke of a god.
And finally they do get a kill. Finally we get that fifth kill of the game.
ASTER though, they're looking for a response, and they're, well, yeah. it's just Innocence taken down. Well, very short actually. He doesn't actually have it at the moment, which is surprising. So they just saw that the fact that those ultis have been used, and they're going to be able to take down the Aegis. ASTER are too late to this, and now Arena comes down. All right, doesn't really catch anyone, but I guess that's a big response there. Tombstone and the Arena coming out.
I think that perhaps with this, Aegis are in a good spot now. You're going to get that crit on lean. Travels BKB crit. You're pretty speedy in the fight. Or is Aghanims a bigger deal on Brewmaster?
I would have thought the Aghanims is a bigger deal, honestly. I feel like it's a great time for them. Oh my goodness, they have just been caught out entirely here, and now they're fighting under the Supernova, which is about to come crashing down upon them. They're looking for Jinkyu in the backlands, but Boko just targeting him out with XXS here, and they're going to be able to kill him off. Now, Faith Beyond, he hasn't got his little ball of light buddy, but nothing to say, has arrived to this fight. They've got the Tombstone down as well, but in comes that Stone Gaze from the Medusa, just using the time to kill off the Tombstone, and Faith Beyond as a little side act as well. Innocence getting run down also, and add Lena onto the mix. She has got a BKB and an Aegis, so taking her down twice is going to be a pretty tall ask, but with no teammates, it's more than possible. The Gouda Blade comes out from Ori, and ASTER just say, yeah, all right, we'll let her live this time around. Nothing to be gained from sticking around and risking the buyback fight.
The worst thing for me was Spiderfish in Croatia.
Oh god, what is that?
Like the three, I don't know if it's three. It has 3 spots where it has multiple needles that if you touch that, you're just done. You don't die, but you're gonna cry for a long time.
Jesus. Well, let's see who cries out of this fight as they enter with the Arena. They're looking for the Dragon Knight on the backlands, but that Supernova already down and doing a ton of damage to Faith Beyond, but he has got the BKB. Supernova comes crashing, doesn't really land on anyone. They're keeping the Tombstone alive for the time being with the Soul Rip. They'll chase back the Medusa. Monet will finish it off, but now the grip's coming out to Faith Beyond as well. They've got nothing to cancel it. Monet still absolutely fine, just blasting out the damage in this fight. Nothing to say, trying to do something, anything desperately, trying to bring down the Medusa, but Monet is just too damn big. Too big to fail is the word I'm looking for. And he is just taking down absolutely everyone. 4 dead on the side of LGD, and I think it might be 5 as Ame comes crashing back down to earth with a big bang as he dies as well. Monet triple kill here. LGD are just getting wiped off the face of the earth by ASTER in this series. And now it's just very awkward. I'm not sure if they can recover this one, but we will find out. Ori in the middle lane, gonna get caught out a little bit here. They should be able to bring him down. Let's see, can they finish the job? Yes, they can. ASTER not quite there quick enough to help out their DK, so they find something, LGD. Can they capitalize upon it?
They could even fight around the pit. The Roshan fight on the side of PSG LGD is, I feel that it's a bit stronger on the side of faster. Let's see, Boboka.
On stage trying to blow him up, but there's the Allen disc. Still pretty good to get that off just for the next fight, so all that gold is going to be pretty much wasted. And now,
Oh, Mars.
looking at Marte, yeah, they've got the grip out onto him. This Faith Beyond might just be dead. He gets on the BKB, no, turns around, Jinky comes in, heals him up. This could be huge, but can they turn this around now? The problem is, where is the Medusa? She's coming in from the side. Stone Gaze is out, but Faith Beyond is going to trap her in the arena. She's not doing any damage, but nothing
Nothing to
still
say.
low regardless. Might just tick out to the Spirit Vessel, certainly will. Ame still trying to get off some damage around the side of this fight without their Lina. They just do not have the damage to bring anyone down. Faith Beyond going to tick away on the sidelines as well. Xinkyu realizing it's over, TPs himself away. They will give up the fight, and they will give up Roshan as well. Man, that was almost good for LGD, but it just feels like they're lacking some key ingredient to this fight, as they do finish off Innocence there as well.
Do you give it... DK already has it, and do you give it to the Medusa, it seems like? Yeah.
Monet takes all. Seems to be the way of it. Cheeky little pick off there onto the Bane, but again, PQ just doesn't really mind dying there.
Kill her, you're most certainly losing that fight if you commit everything on her. But they are smoked up. But look at this smoke. They're just using it to move out of the base.
Yeah.
There's a relocate. Look
Oh no, Ame jump in with the quick stun on Dory there, and now they've got the grip to follow up as well. There is no escape for the Ember Spirit here. He will be dropping.
Oh, that's two huge mistakes. They'll try to... Let's just drone if you're ASTER at this point. Like,
let's see. They now notice this, so they're going to send back Baboka, at least for now, immediately popping his Aeon Disc, which is going to make him a little bit scared. LGD, they are going to be able to get the barracks here at the very least, and maybe Baboka as well. They're going to... Oh, dodged by the egg, but I mean, they're going to be able to kill off the egg regardless. Nothing to say now, going for the TP out with the BKBs. And honestly, pretty good.
honestly, yeah. Honestly amazing.
Yeah.
From PSG LGD. Just get one Rax, because it will ensure that that lane is always pushed in, and then you can always relocate to that other lane where the tier 2 has fallen.
Absolutely. And let's not forget the Ember Spirit, who's making sure this takes place. Oh, XXS jumping in on this one. He is able to get off the split here before he gets taken down. And it's going to be Innocence who loses life straight off the bat. But the arena is down, holding the back on the side of Asta for the time being. But that just allows him to kill the Tombstone. Now Faith Beyond turns to stone. He needs to get off the second arena to help his Lina out, who's just stunned up for the time being. But nothing to say, does get off that BKB. And they will turn around. They will shred out the Bane. LGD once again playing a very slow fight here, controlling up Asta. But they're trying to fight up this high ground. It's a tricky situation, but they are just all inning onto the Dragon Knight here. Ori getting so low, they take him out. Stunned up on nothing to say, but he pops that Satanic, turns around and dishing out the damage onto the Medusa. But the egg comes out with the Sun Ray, healing up Monet, and Monet just turning them into peanuts from the high ground here. They need to back themselves off here, LGD, but Ame will not escape. Nothing to say now. The only one left alive. A buyback comes in from the Emperor, but they just want to get on top of this Lina right now, and they're going to do exactly that. The stun does land, though, onto Monet. Faith Beyond's back as well. The arrow comes down, holding her to the barracks. She could be in some real trouble here. The disarm's there as well, just keeping nothing to say alive. How is this Lina surviving? She's not. She's dead. And it does look like Faith Beyond might be going down as well. That is gonna be it. I don't think there's anything left in the tank for the side of PSG LGD. Ame still fighting the good fight here, trying to stay alive, but it is one man versus the world, and that is not a fight you are gonna ring. And there come those golden G's. GG comes out from PSG LGD.
I think this is probably the best fight that we could have gotten ever between these two teams. Like, this team fight was just amazing. It was an incredible conclusion to the series. PSG LGD perhaps underperforming, in my opinion, at least a little bit.